Well, Megan, this morning what we want to do is we want to take a look at some of the great events that are coming up for the Better Business Bureau of Central New England. You guys have a lot on your plate and a lot that's happening.
Yes. Good morning, Hank. Thank you for that great intro. Love it. But yes, you're right. We have a lot of events, and I really wanted to dive right into it because there's a lot of that we're doing. So to kick off, I've been saying it a lot. We have our Friends of the not Friends of the BBB, our Better Together Territory Tour, which, Hank, I think you're going to be a part of at one point, where we're going to go all over our service area and put on various events for our accredited businesses and prospective businesses that are interested in just learning about more what accreditation is. And we'll get into a little bit of that later. But to kick off this territory tour, on September 25th, we are going to be celebrating our Western Mass Awards for Marketplace Excellence, which will be held at the Boylston Rooms from 5 to 7 in East Hampton. So very excited for that. We put on 2 award ceremonies a year, one in Western Mass and one in Central Mass. So nominations are actually now open for the 2025 Central Mass Awards. That also means you, Hank, can nominate yourself if you so choose.
That's interesting.
So what that means is that businesses can nominate themselves, and then we have an independent panel of judges that are going to review all the criteria and select a finalist for either small, mid-size, or large business. And then our more unique award, which is our Emerging Leader Award, which captures people who are either a new business, veteran-owned business, minority-owned business, women-led business, and so on and so forth. So those are our 2 huge events that we have coming this fall. In between that, on October 1st, we are partnering with E4All and Labo for a Benefits for Latino Business Owners. And this is going to be, the first one on October 1st is going to be at the Labo headquarters, 33 Highland Street. And it's just going to be us tapping into another market. I would say that if not just Worcester, a good chunk of the country speaks Spanish, right? And so as an ethical business, the BBB, we want to make sure that we're hitting all of those different marks and making sure that our benefits are accessible to everybody.
Very, very nice. All right, so some great events coming up. And particularly of interest is this Better Together service tour. So you're going to just be hitting, because you guys cover a vast area, and you're just going to be really going on tour throughout that whole area.
Yeah, exactly. So, because after we do our October 1st event, we're also doing another one on the 2nd, very similar, a Latin business owners benefit session. That's going to be with Centro. And then we're doing our Lunch and Learns, which this first one's going to be hosted at the BBB, but to your point, Hank, we're going to try to take it on the road. We want to take a lot of these different events on the road because our territory spans all the way from Worcester, all the way up north, and then straight to all the way to the Berkshires. So we cover all of central and western Massachusetts. So it's a lot of ground to cover and a lot of people to talk to.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And of course, if you tune in here every Tuesday, you hear Megan, and usually she comes on. She's got one of those great accredited businesses. People who are listening right now, Megan, how do they get their business to be BBB, A+ business, to be an accredited business? How do they join the Better Business Bureau?
Yeah, so everyone, so just for reference, a lot of people don't realize that we track all these businesses in our territory. So even if you're not accredited with us, you most likely have a business profile on bbb.org. Now, what differentiates you from businesses that choose to be BBB accredited would be that those businesses are rated. They have an A+ rating to F rating scale versus a not accredited business does not get that seal and doesn't get that rating. So the best thing to do if you are interested in becoming an accredited business is give us a call and we can talk you through the entire process. There are a lot of businesses. And I actually, Hank, I was just reading a stat the other day because another big question is people ask why? What is the point of being accredited?
What helps, yeah.
So granted, this was in 2023, but we've been putting out a lot of different studies, and 80% of consumers would choose a BBB accredited business over a non-accredited business with an A+ rating. So, and the big pull when we did this survey was consumers, they want that trust and credibility when they're trying to do business with somebody. And knowing that a business is willing to take that step to say, I'm going to join this membership to prove that I am a trustworthy and ethical business. I am going to follow these standards of trust. That gives the consumer just that ease of mind that, you know, not only are they working with a reputable, trusted business, they also know in the back of their head, and if they don't, the BBB will also have their back too. We're also here to help.
I love it. That is a fantastic. So somebody's listening today, what's the first step that they take? Just give you a call?
Yep. Go to bbb.org or give us a call at 508-755-3340, and we can get you started. There's an online accreditation application form, and basically what would happen is you would fill it out, give us all your company information, and then we would review it. Now, we won't just accreditate you right away. Right. You're not just, you give us your membership fee, you want to be accredited, great, you get the seal. No, we have an entire vetting process. We have to go through your entire business and truly make sure that you uphold our standards of trust. And if you don't, unfortunately, we will turn you away. We're not an organization that's just going to just take money to get money. We are truly trying to make an ethical marketplace for both consumers and businesses. And we kind of look at ourselves as the Boy Scouts of the business world.
Well, that's what makes being accredited by the BBB valuable. The fact that you do go through that process, the fact that it isn't just a rubber stamp. That's why you want to have your businesses be a BBB accredited business. All right, tell us just one more time, best way to get in touch and make sure that you get your business accredited.
Yes, please go to bbb.org. That's where you can find the accreditation form if you're interested in learning more about accreditation. And that's where you can also find all the information about the events I just talked about, along with the times, Hank, that you and I talk about scams. All the scams are on bbb.org too. It's a great resource hub. And then always give us a call. We're always here to help at 508-755-3340.